Imagine a place you've always thought of as purely a vacation getaway. Sun, sand, clear water. But what if I told you that same paradise is actually a powerhouse for smart, strategic investment? One where you can put down roots both literally and financially.
It's absolutely true. Today, we're embarking into residential real estate investment, and we're putting a laser focus on Playa del Carmen, Mexico.
Yeah, we've taken a stack of sources, including insights directly from real estate experts on the ground, to really unpack the crucial factors you must consider before diving into property ownership there. Our mission really is to give you a shortcut to understanding why Playa del Carmen stands out. We want to help you reduce risks and maximize potential returns.
Whether that's for your own personal use, maybe generating rental income, or even building long-term wealth.
Exactly. So let's explore this as we get into what truly makes a smart investment here. Our sources consistently emphasize one foundational first step you just can't skip.
Right, understanding your objective.
Yes. Before you do anything else, you need to be crystal clear on why you want to invest. It sounds simple, but this strategic clarity, well, it defines your entire approach, doesn't it?
It really does. And what's truly compelling here, I think, is how versatile the Playa del Carmen market is. It caters to such a diverse range of investment objectives.
Like what specifically?
Well, you could be looking for a full-time residence, perhaps a primary home, or, even thinking ahead to a future retirement haven.
Okay.
Then again, many see it as a second residence for personal use, a tropical escape to enjoy whenever you wish.
And beyond just living there yourself, what about the income side? What are the main rental models that really work well in Playa?
Right. So for many, the focus is income generation. That could mean a long-term traditional rental setup.
Okay.
Or, and this is increasingly popular, the vacation rental model, using platforms like Airbnb or Booking.com.
And the numbers there, what do the sources say?
Our sources reveal that Playa del Carmen boasts occupancy rates often exceeding 60%.
Wow, 60%.
Yeah. And just to give you context, in many established global vacation markets, hitting anything above 50% is considered excellent.
So Playa's really standing out there.
It is. It makes it a standout for consistent rental income. And you're looking at nightly rates averaging around 3,000 pesos.
Which is about?
Roughly 175 USD. So it offers this sweet spot, affordable for tourists, but still providing strong returns for investors.
It sounds incredibly adaptable as a market.
Absolutely. And we haven't even touched on buying for quick resale to capitalize on appreciation timing is key there, of course.
Right.
Or even using property for commercial use. This market really does offer multiple paths depending on your specific profile, your stage of life, your resources.
Which explains why, as our sources point out, the good real estate professionals there always start by asking about your specific goals.
Exactly. Playa del Carmen isn't some generic investment destination where one size fits all.
Makes sense. So as we go through these other critical factors, I invite you, the listener, to keep considering. What's your why?
Well, for me, and I think for so many investors who commit to this region, the most attractive element about Playa del Carmen has to be its location.
Location, location, location.
It's the classic real estate mantra, right?
Yeah.
And Playa del Carmen unequivocally checks all three boxes. It's strategically positioned right in the heart of the Riviera Maya.
Meaning
It offers excellent connectivity to all the key destinations around it. You're just a few kilometers from Tulum, a few kilometers from Cancun.
And that proximity to not one, but two international airports, that's got to be a significant differentiator.
Oh, it is a huge one. The Cancun airport alone handled over 32 million people in 2023.
32 million.
It's the second busiest airport in Mexico, right after Mexico City.
Wow.
Plus, you're literally right in front of the second largest barrier reef in the world, and you've got incredible archaeological zones just moments away. This combination makes Playa's location honestly unbeatable.
It's also fascinating how Playa seems to cater to different tastes, even within its own borders. Are there specific zones that line up better with certain investment goals?
Definitely. You've got the vibrant downtown area and the famous Fifth Avenue, which see incredibly high tourist demand. So ideal for rentals, commercial ventures.
It's the tourist hub.
Exactly. Then you have Playa Car, that's more of a private residential community. It has its own exclusive beach clubs, golf courses. It offers a different kind of tranquility.
A different vibe entirely.
Completely. And then let's not overlook the luxury vertical developments near the sea. Think around 34th and 38th Street or up in the North End, Cocoa Beach area. These are international investment zones where the value per square meter has just seen immense appreciation.
So growth potential is still strong there.
Yeah.
What about looking ahead? Are there any new developments that might shake things up or impact property values?
Yes, actually. A key factor our sources are highlighting for future appreciation is the upcoming opening of a new archaeological zone called Pamel II.
Oh, interesting. Where's that?
It's just 5 minutes away, heading towards Excar and Tulum. And the expectation is that this opening will cause a significant surge in appreciation in the surrounding areas in the coming years.
Something to watch then. Okay, so beyond its stellar location, Playa del Carmen's continuous demographic and tourist growth seems like another major engine-driving investment.
Absolutely. This city has transformed,
Yeah.
from a humble fishing village to now over 300,000 inhabitants.
And a growth rate?
It's averaging about 8% annually. When you hear that 20,000 to 25,000 new people move to Playa del Carmen every year,
It's like adding a small city annually.
it is. And that sustained demographic expansion continually generates robust demand for housing, for jobs, which organically drives property appreciation.
Let's look at the tourist side, too. The numbers are pretty staggering.
They really are. If we look year to date, we're talking over 530,000 tourists just from the U.S. and North America alone. That's about 36% of all visitors.
A huge chunk.
And national tourism, Mexicans visiting, is immensely important too. That's 30%. Canadian tourism adds another 8%.
And our sources highlighted something quite unique, didn't they? About Argentinian tourism.
Yes. It's fascinating. Playa del Carmen is often cited as having the largest Argentinian community in the world outside of Argentina itself. Yeah. It adds this distinct cultural layer, this vibrant international appeal that's quite unique. Then you have a mix of Europeans and Asians making up the remaining 5%.
So it's a real melting pot. Now, a question many listeners might have, given all this growth, isn't the market getting saturated?
That's a common concern and a fair one to ask.
But what does the data say?
The answer from the data and from experts on the ground is a resounding no. While there's a lot of supply entering the market, there's much, much more demand.
Can you elaborate a bit on why? Why does demand keep outpacing that supply growth, especially with, as you said, 20,000 to 25,000 new residents arriving each year?
It comes back to that constant influx. Those new residents need places to live. Combine that with the ever-growing tourist numbers needing accommodation, it creates this relentless need for properties.
So it's a powerful kind of self-sustaining cycle.
Exactly. Population growth directly fuels housing demand, which reinforces the market's stability and its potential for continued growth.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk about the numbers game, return on investment, ROI. I know this is probably the most anticipated topic for many potential investors.
Understandably so.
Now consider this a preview, maybe, because we're planning a future deep dive that will go all in, with hard data, more technical discussions on ROI.
Sounds good. But for now, let's define ROI simply. It's about understanding the capital you invest and the time it takes to recover it.
Right.
And you need to consider that alongside appreciation, the increase in property value over time, which, as we touched on, is estimated at a very healthy 8% to 12% annually in certain key areas.
And location plays a huge role here too, presumably.
Absolutely crucial. Location directly impacts ROI. For instance, think about an apartment right on 12th Street and 5th Avenue in the thick of it all. That will yield a very different return compared to a property in a more remote area, maybe like El Tigrillo.
So the value proposition, the entry cost, everything is linked to that precise spot.
Exactly. The value is intrinsically linked to its position. And what's particularly noteworthy here is that Playa del Carmen leads the Mexican Caribbean in this regard.
How so?
It's the municipality with the most active vacation properties and the highest average occupancy rate.
Okay, but you mentioned something earlier, a crucial factor, maybe a warning.
Yes. A vital warning for new investors.
Yeah.
A very good location in a great destination like Playa del Carmen. Well, it would be worth almost nothing without very good property management.
Ah, the management piece. What's the biggest mistake you see new investors make there?
It's almost always trying to cheap out on property management. It's a classic pitfall.
How does that usually play out?
They hire a relative, maybe, or find a less than reputable agency just because it's cheaper. Then, 6 months down the line, they're wondering why they aren't seeing the profitability they expected.
So the takeaway is,
Achieving those strong returns absolutely hinges on having an excellent management company. One that truly understands the local market nuances, the pricing, the guest services. everything.
That is vital. Okay. And when we talk about returns, profitability, we also have to talk about seasonality. That's a big factor in many vacation markets.
Huge. But this is where Playa del Carmen really shines.
How so, compared to other places?
Well, think about highly seasonal destinations, like ski resorts that might only peak for a few months a year,
Yeah.
or even places like Ibiza in Spain, which operate intensely for maybe 4 or 5 months and then significantly quiet down.
Right. Very defined seasons.
Playa del Carmen is an eternal summer. There's strong visitation pretty much year-round,
Which means?
which means much more balanced profitability throughout the year for investors. You don't have those drastic spikes and then long, empty lulls.
So more consistent cash flow coming into your pocket.
Exactly. Even though you still get higher peaks during the traditional high seasons, December, New Year's, Holy Week, summer holidays, but the base level is strong.
That year-round appeal is a massive advantage.
It is. And it's not just about year-round demand. Playa also offers incredible diversity in the types of properties available. You've got studios, 1, 2, 3-bedroom apartments, even houses.
And in different locations, too, right? Not just the absolute prime spots.
Correct. Across various locations, from those premium high-demand spots to other areas that might not be beachfront but still offer great ROI potential. This adaptability truly caters to, well, pretty much all investor profiles.
And that accessibility you mentioned earlier, the ease of getting there, that also contributes significantly to its appeal.
Yeah.
Our sources talked about a low barrier to entry.
Yes, it really lowers the barrier.
How does that accessibility translate into a low barrier to entry for investors beyond just being easy to visit?
Well, it's about market dynamics, really. Think about it. Getting to some major luxury or ski destinations can be quite involved. You might fly into a major hub, then face a long drive, maybe 2, 3, even 4 hours.
Like trying to get to Aspen or Vail, maybe? Fly to Denver, then the drive?
Exactly. Compare that to Playa del Carmen. You fly into Cancun International, direct flights from all over the world, land there, and then it's a pretty straightforward drive, maybe 35 to 60 minutes, even if there's a bit of traffic.
It's much simpler.
Much simpler. You're quickly at your destination, ready to enjoy it. Now, for an investor, this unparalleled accessibility isn't just a tourist convenience. It fundamentally broadens the pool of potential buyers and renters.
Oh, okay.
Unlike maybe more exclusive or difficult-to-reach luxury markets, Playa's ease of access means you have a more dynamic market, potentially more liquid.
More people who can easily buy or rent there.
Precisely. Which generally makes it a more resilient market for property owners.
And that ease, that constant flow of people wanting to come back again and again. For the investor, that directly generates consistent demand, boosts ROI potential, and fuels appreciation. It's a powerful feedback loop.
It really is a self-reinforcing cycle.
So let's recap. We've just unpacked several key factors that make Playa del Carmen such a compelling residential real estate investment opportunity. We talked about understanding your strategic objective first.
Absolutely foundational. Then its unbeatable location in the Riviera Maya.
Right, the explosive demographic and tourist growth fueling demand.
Can't forget the attractive return on investment potential linked heavily to that location.
And critically, the need for excellent property management to actually realize that potential.
So important. And finally, those incredibly low barriers to entry thanks to its accessibility.
A lot to consider.
And this is really just part 1 of our deep dive into Playa del Carmen investment. There's more to cover.
Definitely. In our next deep dive, we'll be getting into some other crucial aspects. Things like legal certainty, legal security.
Very important, especially for foreign buyers. We'll talk about structures like trust the fideicomiso, which is essentially the legal vehicle allowing foreigners to own property in certain zones in Mexico.
Right, demystifying that.
Yeah.
And financial transparency, other key considerations.
Among many other topics, it's going to be another packed session.
You won't want to miss it. But for now, as you ponder all this, here's a thought. If defining your investment objective is the foundation and location is the bedrock, how might the eternal summer of Playa del Carmen redefine your understanding of what a truly year-round investment can look like?